Joins us from Bell Direct now to tell us what was moving the market today. And we did see the Aussie share market just managed to finish only mildly lower, Julia.
It wasn't a bad day for the Australian share market, especially given that we saw a negative lead flow through from the US overnight with mostly lower commodity prices except for gold. We saw the market down by just 0.2% with the ASX 200 closing at 4,429 points. We did see property the worst performing sector today. In the end, Westfield was down by about 1%, dragging down that sector. But we saw gold stocks really outperforming on the back of that surge in gold prices overnight. We saw Newcrest Mining and Lahire Gold both gaining more than 7%. I guess one of the reasons why our market was supported quite strongly was that China's share market was doing quite well today. In fact, the Shanghai Composite's up by about 4.4% at the moment. A negative for our market, though, in September is a bit of talk that the MSCI index is going to be rebalanced and that Australia's weighting in the Asia Pacific is going to be revised downwards. So that may see index fund managers actually having to sell out of some of their stocks in Australia. So that's likely to impact around the 14th of September for about a week there. But altogether, a pretty good day for the market today, down by 0.2%.
Now, Caltex's growth plans have been dealt a bit of a blow. What was the reaction of the market?
Yesterday we heard from the competition watchdog, and it doesn't look like it's a lot of good news for Caltex's expansion plans. Now, Caltex wants to expand in the area of petrol stations and is planning to expand its market share up from 16% to 22%. It's trying to do this through a $300 million purchase of 302 mobile petrol stations, but it does look like the competition watchdogs does have some concerns. It's got some concerns about the wholesale fuel market and that competition will be substantially impacted in New South Wales and Queensland. It's also got concerns that the wholesale fuel market will be impacted, could be impacted in Victoria and South Australia. In terms of the individual petrol stations, it's got some substantial concerns over 22 retail outlets and potentially some concerns over another 45 outlets as well. It's not good news for Caltex. Caltex is trying to diversify away from its refining business, which has been under pressure last year, and the outlook doesn't look too good in this year either. So Caltex shares coming under pressure today. The final outcome is expected on October the 7th. If we have a look at Caltex's share price, this is this week, and you can see that the shares have been languishing, down another 1.2% today.
And just quickly turning to the material sector, the mid-tier miners doing very well today.
We've seen Quideco as well as Murchison Metals doing extremely well today. In fact, a couple of the best performing stocks in the top large cap category. If we have a look at Quideco, it was up by almost 13%, and Murchison Metals gained more than 8% today. Both of them have had some positive results in terms of their exploration. Now, Quideco, if we have a look at their main resource, it's actually Rocklands, and they've been doing quite well there. They're saying that they've drilled under 850 metres. That is the most substantial drill so far, and that's quite a bullish statement coming from a company that has had a habit of some pretty good drilling results. So we've seen Quideco shares soaring by around about 13% today, and that brings the performance in 2009 in the year to date up to a gain of 200%. So a fantastic performance there. Murchison Metals also coming out today. It's undertaking a $23 million drilling program, and it looks like it's had some good results. So early indications are that its iron ore resource may expand by 50 to 112% there. So 1.5 million to 2 million metric tons of iron ore is the expectation there. So some good results there from both of these companies, and the share price is doing extremely well today.
Julia Lee, Bell Direct, always great to get your views. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bridie.